Have you ever been sitting in your car, maybe waiting at a red light or just chilling, and you find your eyes wandering to the edges of your windshield, and you see them, those tiny black dots that form a border around the glass? You've probably seen them a million times and never given them a second thought. Or maybe you have, and you've wondered, what in the world are those things for? Are they just some weird design choice? Some kind of futuristic antenna? Well, get ready to have your mind blown, because those little dots are actually a super important piece of engineering. They're not just for looks. They're a critical part of your car's safety and durability. Today, we're re-diving deep into the world of automotive glass to uncover the secrets behind those mysterious black dots. Stick around, because the answer is way cooler than you think. So, let's get right into it. That black band and the dots you see are officially known as the frit, or the frit band. Sounds kind of weird, right? But this frit is basically a ceramic paint that's baked right into the glass during the manufacturing process. It's not a sticker, and you can't scrape it off. It's a permanent, functional part of your windshield. The primary job of this solid black band is to create a rougher, more reliable surface for the adhesive to stick to. Think about it. Your windshield is a massive piece of glass that needs to be glued to your car's metal frame. You can't just slap some regular glue on smooth glass and hope for the best, especially when it's responsible for your safety in a crash. The frit band provides a much better surface for the urethane adhesive to grab onto, creating a super strong watertight seal. This bond is so crucial that it actually contributes to the structural integrity of your entire car. In a rollover accident, the windshield helps support the roof and prevent it from caving in. So yeah, that black band is doing some serious heavy lifting. But what about the dots? Why does it fade from a solid band into that pattern of tiny shrinking dots? This is where the genius of the design really shines. This gradient pattern is called the dot matrix, and it serves a couple of really clever purposes. The first one is all about heat. The solid black frit band, being black, absorbs a lot of heat from the sun. The clear glass part of your windshield, not so much. This creates a temperature difference, or a thermal gradient, between the edge and the center of the glass. When things heat up, they expand. If the black edge expands a lot faster than the rest of the glass, it can create a ton of stress. This stress can lead to something called thermal shock, which could cause the glass to distort or even crack. It's like pouring hot water into a cold glass. Sometimes it just can't handle the rapid temperature change. The dots act as a transition zone. They help to dissipate the heat more gradually from the black band to the clear glass. By breaking up the solid black area, they create a smoother, more even distribution of heat, reducing the stress on the glass and preventing it from cracking under the intense summer sun. It's a simple but incredibly effective way to protect your windshield. But that's not all those little dots do. The second major reason for the dot matrix is purely aesthetic, but in a functional way. Have you ever tried to look at something through a piece of glass that has a sharp black line painted on it? It's kind of jarring and distracting. Your eyes don't like it. The dot matrix creates a visual transition that's much easier on the eyes. It smoothly fades from the black border to the clear glass, so you don't have this harsh, distracting line in your peripheral vision while you're driving. It's a subtle thing, but it makes the driving experience more comfortable and less visually fatiguing. And in some cars, you might notice a larger patch of these dots behind your rearview mirror. This is often called the third visor frit. Its job is pretty straightforward. It helps to block out the sun's glare in that little gap between your two main sun visors. So, when the sun is at just the right or wrong angle, that little patch of dots gives your eyes a bit of a break. It's another example of how car designers think about the little details to make our lives easier and safer. Let's circle back to the manufacturing process for a second, because it's pretty fascinating. How do they get this frit band onto the glass in the first place? It all happens before the windshield is even bent into its final shape. A flat sheet of glass is cut to the rough size of the windshield. Then a machine, kind of like a giant screen printer, applies the black ceramic paint, the fritant, to the surface of the glass. Once the paint is applied, the glass goes into a massive oven, called a tempering furnace or an autoclave. Inside this oven, the glass is heated to an incredibly high temperature, over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This intense heat does two things. First, it causes the glass to become soft and pliable, allowing it to be bent and molded over a form to get that perfect curved shape of a modern windshield. Second, and this is the crucial part for our story, the heat literally fuses the ceramic frit paint into the surface of the glass. It becomes a permanent, inseparable part of the windshield. This baking process is what gives the frit its durability and its ability to stand up to decades of sun, rain, and car washes without fading or peeling away. It's a high-tech process for what seems like such a simple feature. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's cool, but what happens when a windshield needs to be replaced? Well, the frit band is just as important for replacement windshields as it is for the original ones that come from the factory. When a technician replaces your windshield, they have to remove the old one, clean off all the old urethane adhesive from the car's frame, and then apply a new bead of adhesive. The new windshield, which also has a frit band, is then carefully set into place. The frit on the new glass provides that same essential bonding surface, ensuring the new windshield is just as secure and safe as the original. In fact, professional auto glass installers will tell you that a proper bond is one of the most critical aspects of a safe installation. They need a clean surface on both the car S-frame and the windshield S-frit band to guarantee that the adhesive will hold. If that bond fails, the windshield could pop out during an accident, which would be a catastrophic failure of the car's safety system. Airbags, for example, are often designed to bounce off the windshield to properly cushion the passenger. If the windshield isn't there, the airbag won't work as intended. So, next time you see a van for an auto glass repair company, you know that a big part of their job is making sure that little black band does its job perfectly. So, let's do a quick recap of everything we've learned. Those unassuming black dots on your windshield are part of a system called the frit band. The solid part of the band is a baked-in ceramic paint that provides a rough, durable surface for the adhesive to bond the windshield to the car's frame, making the whole car structurally stronger and safer. The dot matrix pattern that fades out from the solid band serves two main purposes. First, it acts as a thermal buffer, distributing heat more evenly from the hot black edge to the cooler clear glass, which prevents stress cracks and optical distortion. Second, it creates a smoother visual transition, making it less distracting and easier on your eyes than a sharp, solid line. And let's not forget the third visor frit behind the rearview mirror, which gives us a little extra help blocking sun glare. It's a perfect example of multifunctional design, where a single feature solves multiple problems at once, improving safety, durability, and comfort all at the same time. It's pretty wild to think about how much science and engineering goes into something we look through every single day without even noticing. It just goes to show you that in car design, even the smallest, most overlooked details often have a fascinating story and a critically important job to do. The next time you're in a car, take a closer look. You'll see this isn't just on the front windshield. You'll often find a similar frit band on the rear window and sometimes even on the side quarter glass panels. The principles are the same, providing a secure bonding surface and managing thermal stress. It's a universal solution to a universal problem in automotive manufacturing. So, the mystery of the little black dots is officially solved. They're not just decoration. They're a testament to the incredible ingenuity of engineers and designers who work behind the scenes to make our cars safer, more reliable, and more comfortable. It's one of those things that, once you know what it's for, you'll never look at a car the same way again. You'll start noticing it everywhere. And ULL have a cool piece of trivia to share with your friends on your next road trip. Thanks so much for hanging out and exploring this awesome piece of everyday engineering with me. If you found this as fascinating as I did, do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you want to keep discovering the secrets hidden in the world around us, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next adventure. Got any other everyday mysteries you want us to solve? Drop your ideas in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.